He woke up to the sound of his alarm buzzing like it always did at 6:15 a.m., the same cracked phone on the same scratched nightstand in the same small apartment that had become both his battlefield and his refuge since his wife passed away, and for a few seconds everything felt normal, too normal, until he smelled coffee, real coffee, not the cheap instant kind he usually drank, and then he felt it, the unmistakable weight of someone sitting on the edge of his bed, and when he opened his eyes, his breath caught so violently it felt like his chest had slammed into a wall, because standing near the window, wrapped in his oversized shirt, sleeves casually rolled, barefoot on the cold floor like she belonged there, was the woman whose face stared down from the lobby screens of his office building every single day, the woman people stood straighter around, the woman whose signature decided careers and crushed egos, the CEO. His mind raced backward through the night in fragments, the school fundraiser he'd almost skipped because babysitters were expensive, his son falling asleep in a folding chair backstage, the storm that flooded the streets, the gala guests panicking when the power went out, her calm voice cutting through the chaos, the way she'd noticed his son shivering and offered her coat without hesitation, the quiet conversation while waiting for the roads to clear, the shared laughter over how absurdly different their lives were, and yet none of that explained why she was here now, in his home, in his shirt, holding a mug like this was just another morning, and when he finally managed to speak, his voice came out hoarse and small as he asked who she thought she was and what she was doing there. She turned slowly, not with the sharp authority he expected but with something softer, heavier, almost tired, and said words that froze him in place more effectively than any shock ever could. I didn't want to wake up alone today, and as the silence stretched, she told him how she had everything people dream of, money, power, recognition, but no one waiting for her in the morning, no small shoes by the door, no cereal spilled on the counter, no reason to rush home, and how watching him balance spreadsheets with bedtime stories, responsibility with tenderness, had cracked something open inside her that years of boardrooms had sealed shut. His son shuffled out then, hair sticking up, eyes half open, and stopped when he saw her, and instinctively she knelt to his level, smiling gently, introducing herself not as a CEO but simply by her first name, and when the boy asked if she was his dad's friend, she paused, looked up at him, and said, I hope so, before standing and returning the shirt folded neatly, thanking him for reminding her what real strength looked like, and as she left, she said one final thing that echoed in his chest long after the door closed. Don't ever think your life is small just because it isn't loud, and in that moment, standing in the quiet aftermath of an ordinary apartment that had just witnessed something extraordinary, he realized that sometimes the most powerful collisions aren't between wealth and poverty, but between loneliness and love, and if this story moved you, if you believe that unseen people live the strongest stories, then subscribe to this channel, because more moments like this, raw, human, unforgettable, are coming, and you won't want to miss them.